all across the country and for all the wrong reasons. Digital producer Deb Tuff showing us how social media has played a huge part in the public's perception of what's been happening there.
That's right, Justin. This USA Today article was published days after Michael Brown's death. In it, the writer says there's no filter, no waiting on police reports, news conferences, or political statements, just social media and the first-person point of view from those living the devastation and what's happening in Ferguson. Not later, but right now. Let's take a look at this. A couple of days after Brown was shot by a Ferguson police officer, protests began and tear gas was used to control crowds. Then the hashtag "If I Was Gunned Down" began trending. The hope was to challenge the media's portrayal of African Americans. On August 15th, Darren Wilson was named as the officer, and people began to watch the social media accounts of St. Louis Alderman Antonio French. He became a go-to person for firsthand accounts of what was happening. He was also arrested during those protests. And finally, the grand jury began looking into whether Wilson will be charged. September 16th, Wilson testified, and Justin, now 3 months later, we're waiting to hear that grand jury decision. How much impact will this have on social media? How much impact does social media play in your perception of Ferguson? Tweet us your answer at the Now KC.
All right, thanks, Deb. And with that grand jury decision still looming.